Cornelius Vanderbilt was born on May 27, 1794 on Staten Island, New York. His family was not wealthy, and he grew up in modest surroundings. His father was a farmer and a boatman who ferried goods and passengers around New York Harbor. From an early age, Cornelius developed a fascination for boats and the sea. He was not highly educated and spent little time in school, but he had a sharp mind for business and a drive to succeed that would one day make him one of the richest men in America. At the age of 16, Cornelius borrowed money from his mother to buy a small sailing vessel. With this boat, he began ferrying people and goods between Staten Island and Manhattan. He worked long hours, often in rough conditions, and quickly earned a reputation for reliability and toughness. Because of his determination, people started calling him the Commodore, a nickname that would stay with him for life. As New York grew, so did the need for transportation. Cornelius saw opportunity where others only saw hard labor. He expanded his small ferry business into a larger fleet of boats. He understood that speed, efficiency, and low prices would attract customers. While competitors charged high fares, Vanderbilt offered cheaper rates and still made profits because of the volume of passengers. This approach made him popular with ordinary people and helped him outcompete rivals. When steamships began to appear in the early 1800s, Cornelius recognized that the future of transportation was no longer just sail, but steam power. He invested in steamboats and began building one of the most successful shipping businesses in the country. By his 30s, he was already wealthy, but he was never satisfied. He wanted to dominate every area of transportation. During the 1840s and 1850s, he turned his attention to long-distance travel. He operated steamboats that carried passengers to California during the gold rush and even built routes to Central America and other international destinations. His business instincts were sharp, and he always looked for faster, more efficient routes. For a time, he even operated a shortcut across Nicaragua to help gold seekers reach the Pacific faster than going around Cape Horn. Despite his growing power, Vanderbilt was known for his ruthless competition. He often cut fares so low that his rivals could not survive. Once they were forced out of business, he would raise prices again. Many saw him as harsh and cutthroat, but he considered it simply good business. In the 1860s, he made another bold move. He sold his shipping empire and invested in railroads. At first, many thought this was foolish because railroads were risky and still developing. But Vanderbilt saw that trains were the future of American transportation and commerce. He bought control of the New York and Harlem Railroad, then the Hudson River Railroad, and eventually the New York Central Railroad. Through these acquisitions, he created one of the largest and most efficient railroad systems in the United States. Vanderbilt's railroads transformed travel and commerce. For the first time, people could move quickly and comfortably across long distances. Goods could be shipped faster and cheaper, boosting trade and industry. His empire helped New York City become the financial and commercial capital of the nation. As his wealth grew, Vanderbilt became one of the richest men in American history. At the time of his death in 1877, his fortune was estimated at more than $100 million, a staggering sum for that era. But wealth was not the only part of his legacy. He also contributed to education. In his later years, he donated $1 million to help establish Vanderbilt University in Nashville, Tennessee, which still carries his name today. Cornelius Vanderbilt's story is both inspiring and controversial. On one hand, he was a symbol of the American dream, a boy from a poor family who rose to unimaginable wealth through hard work, vision, and determination. On the other hand, he was criticized for his ruthless business tactics and lack of concern for competitors. Some called him a robber baron, while others admired him as a self-made man who helped build the foundations of modern American industry. What cannot be denied is that Vanderbilt changed transportation in America forever. From ferries to steamboats to railroads, he saw opportunities where others did not. He built connections that shaped cities and linked regions together. His life reminds us that ambition and vision can lead to greatness, but also that great power often comes with controversy.